lower my voice, not the music. I'm done. Alright. Starting again. Hello, 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 everyone. Hope you're not in an ad, because that will suck. But otherwise, welcome in. Hi. Again, I am here. With the same drawing as the past 5 streams, I suppose. I'm probably gonna wait like a minute. Just in case people are in, you know, in an ad break, maybe. We hope not, because we're just about to begin, but what the hell? I guess Twitch does whatever it wants, huh? How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for the lyric, Professor Multiverse. Hope you're having a great day today. Okay, 34 seconds. What can I say in 34 seconds while we wait? Probably nothing. It's so warm in here. I have my AC on because otherwise I wouldn't be able to survive. I know I'm a tiefling. I know I am fire resistant, kinda. Not virus resistant, fire resistant. Okay, yeah, captions do whatever they want. But well, it says that the ad break is over, so hopefully everyone's here. Hi, welcome in. How's your day so far? As I was saying, we're gonna finish this illustration today. Hopefully. Hopefully. I am very hopeful because shading is done. Background, it's kinda done. Yeah, kinda. What else? I mean, we just have to do the fun lighting on red, and then everything will be good to go, I guess. So we're gonna try to do that this stream. I actually started a bit of it off stream, so you know, I'm just gonna zoom in. These were the tiles that we were working on the past entirety of the stream. So that's done, that's there. I did a window and some things down here. I kept it monochromatic just to keep the palette going on. Bit of dark in some areas now that I'm thinking about it. But we're gonna leave it like that. It's not gonna be that visible because there's gonna be text like in this lower area, which is sad. So we're gonna lose part of this. What else? We have the window. We did a window. There's like a light in front of that. And I already merged the background down, so whatever, I guess. So last night I was starting to work on the fun shading. So we got most of the shadows down. I still have to check some things and probably blend some stuff better. Like here, probably. But other than that, we just have to just technically finish the drawing. So, yeah. We're gonna be doing that this stream. I'm starting already, like, going back to fix little details. Hey Paris, how's it going? Watching it work through the phone. You got this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna check if our shading is correct or if I need to change anything, but so far so good, so we're probably done with that layer. And the next one is this one that are the highlights. The highlights of our main source of light. And I think I was doing that before going to bed last night. So I'm just gonna finish adjusting stuff. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I am pretty sure that we will finish this stream. It's probably not gonna be a long stream though. It's already late. I was busy today in the morning, so I couldn't stream before. But just now, I am free. And yeah, like my plan, the plan for this stream is finish this one, finish this illustration, and then after this, probably start the next one. Oh, hold on. Family's calling me. I'm gonna mute myself for a second, so... no, not Emily, family. So give me 5 seconds and I'll be right back. For now, just admire what we have at the moment. Alright. That's been done. Sorry for that. It's because my great aunt, is it called great aunt? You know, the sister of my grandma. I think that's my great aunt, right? Well, she has some kitties, and she wants to vaccinate them. So she's asking me, like, do I need to do anything beforehand before you take them to the vet? And I'm like, I'm not sure. So I just quickly messaged the vet I usually take my cats to. But I'm pretty sure they don't need anything beforehand. Like, it's not like they're gonna go into surgery or something, so... I'm just waiting for him to answer, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But well. Now I'm just checking that our main source of light is good. Or that it makes sense, mostly. So you'll see me just zooming in and zooming out quite often. Did I already get a message? Hold on. Oh, I got a voice message from... Got a voice message from the vet. Amazing. We love voice messages in this chat. Hey, welcome in! Thank you so much for... Change song? Okay. Let's change song, I suppose. How's it going? Let me hydrate. And give me 1 second, because I have to check the message from the bed, so BRB again. All right. Sorry, I'm back. Let's see. Changing the song again. I have a very long song, so we'll just choose somewhere and see what happens. Anyway, let me hydrate pretty quick, and yeah, I can show you a random cat picture before we continue. Hydration done. Cat picture. What cat picture can I show you today? Let me find a good cat picture. I'm excited. I think we can have a little round creature here. Hold on. Where's my round creature? Is it this one? Is it this? Yes. All right, hold on, and let me show the thingy. Go to chat. Where's my joke to chat? Here we go. Here, whoa. Here's a creature. A little creature. She is being a ball. Go around. Look at her. Such creature. This is Minnie. She's one of my oldest cats. She's 11 years old. But she's a baby. She looks like a baby and is very round. She's also super tiny, but round. I love Minnie so much. Yeah, she's a very little girl, good girl. Well, not really. She's always angry and mad at me for some reason. But we love her, despite everything. She seems so fluffy. She kinda is. She's soft. She's very soft. Mine always hates me with passion, but still loves me. Yeah, it happens. Also hates me, yeah. It's okay. Alright, so cat picture done. Alright then. So, let's continue this. This drawing. I think I was almost done with this layer of light. Yeah, I was doing something like this here. Did I do something over here? I think so. Okay. But yeah, I think we're done with this one. I mean, I'm still gonna come back and add some light in some places because I'm not real happy with everything. But I think first I'm gonna be working on our little bounce light, which is gonna be this green light. So let's try doing that. Hi, I hope your day has gone well so far. Thank you so much, Mori. How's it going for you? Welcome in. What time is it? This is barely 3 p.m. I feel weird streaming at this hour. I usually stream earlier. But well, things happen today. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do that I forgot to add here. But I think I can do that like as a paint over. So I'll probably do that after I'm done with all these layers. I'm here like, I hope what I'm doing makes sense. But I'm also like, why did I worry too much on rendering if a lot of things were just gonna be like hidden? But it's fine, it's fine. We're learning as we go, I guess. I was curious. I saw on last stream that you worked with a grayscale. Do you draw on grayscale and put the colors on top, or do you have some kind of filter to visualize values better? I have a filter. So, in Procreate and Photoshop, if you drop like, I'm gonna do it here like live. You make a new layer, you drop literally black color. Oh, hold on, it has to be black color. Then you change the mode of the layer to color. And it shows you like the values, which is what I have here. On Photoshop, there's a way that you can... on Photoshop, there's a way that you can like actually visualize a drawing like this and be picking colors and be actually like painting with the colors you picked, not with the grayscale mode. But I'm not sure how you do it, because I haven't used Photoshop like in a long time, and I learned this trick not long ago. I think I learned this about a year ago or so, and I've been using it more when I try to make illustrations. But yeah, like at least this color mode layer allows me to see like the values of the drawing. You can finish it, I believe. I hope so. Looking amazing. Thank you so much, Pipia. And welcome in. How's your day so far? Oh, amazing, thanks. I usually do the grayscale on a layer and put color on top on another one. I'm definitely gonna try the black layer on color type. Thank you. No problem at all. Yeah, I really want to try more the grayscale and then add color. But I've tried it before, and usually, as most of my characters have like dark skin tones, they look very pale, and I'm like, I don't like this. Like, maybe I should try with different types of coloring, because I was using mainly the like the color layer, or I think it what other type was it? I don't remember. I don't remember what modes I was trying in. But I was like, maybe I should try instead with a gradient, you know, like those gradient masks. But I don't know. I haven't I haven't experimented that much, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go with whatever I know right now, and I'll try that later. Because I really want to get more into painting and rendering. It's just so difficult. Especially coming from like 2D background. Like, I'm more used to draw cartoons than realism, I guess. I had that problem. I found a guide to do the grayscale with color on a layer on top, and then play with different values as well on the color layer. It's weird. I can share the video later if you want. Sure, of course. That'll be fun. Because I know a lot of different... There are like a lot of different methods on how to approach painting with the grayscales. It really depends on what you're looking for. And you know, experimenting is never bad. So the more ways you know how to do something, maybe it's easier to solve some issues you get with another methods. So yeah. Hey Cerulean, how's it going? Also, wow, it looks cool. Thanks! Thanks. After all the work, we're getting somewhere, I guess. I still gotta fix, like, how much light, like, is getting in this area and such. But we'll work on that later. First, the smudging. Who doesn't want to smoosh this man? I mean, smudge. the colors here. There are really many techniques, yeah. My favorite part of art fight is that I get to experiment with many art styles and techniques. Yeah. Yeah, I actually use art fight this time to also experiment with my art style a bit. So I'm excited to do more work in that heavy line art style I was trying during art fight. Which actually I have to get back onto commissions once I'm done with all of this work, technically. Also, my problem is that I tend to smudge a lot, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure my professors will be mad at me. Because I've been trying to keep like more heart lights and stuff, but I'm still like, this area could use some smudging, you know. But I don't think things look that bad, huh? So true, I experimented with speed. See how long it takes to get done something simple, but I miss art fighting having characters to draw. It happens. I mean, art fight is real fun, but I also miss drawing my characters. I wish I could have drawn more character interactions. That was pretty fun. And I am sad that a lot of my friends are not like in art fight, because I will definitely draw for them. But I also had like a giant list, and I was like, I don't even know where to begin and who to begin with. Whoa, I can't speak today. Art fight is great for art block as well. I couldn't draw anything, and after art fight, I'm constantly thinking of things I wanna do. That's fun, yeah. Sometimes I've gotten the opposite, like I did a lot of art fight and now I'm art blocked, or more like tired from drawing, and I want a break from drawing, and I'm like, oh no, don't do that to yourself. Okay, I think I got most of the green down. And now we're gonna add this little blue. Very fair. I've been making a few new characters that I'm excited to have over the next years. Oh, nice! Yeah, I also have like a new character, so I'm like, I'm gonna add him definitely to art fight. One day. I actually need to make like proper references of him, but someday soon, maybe. I also get so excited when my D&D characters get drawn on art fight. Yeah, same. Especially when they draw them like interacting with another of my friends' characters, or characters are in the same D&D campaign / universe. It's like that's just amazing. Love that. I also love doing chains. It's so much fun and cute. Ooh, chains. That's fun. I always end up picking like characters that have a lot of detail, and then I'm like, why can't I draw them fast? And it's because of my hubris. It happens. Also, like, my favorite characters on our fight usually have like a lot of details, and I'm pretty sure people avoid drawing them because of the details, and I'm like, again, my problem with details. I love having characters with details. Oh, chained attacks. Oh yeah, revenge chain. That's fun. I wanted to do one, but the only person that was actually like trying to do a revenge chain was like, "Can you draw my character in this other artist style?" And I was like, no. I'm only gonna draw with my own style. Thanks. They're probably like a teenager or something. I don't know. It was a weird request. I was like, no, I'm not drawing another person's style. What? Oh, that's really weird. Yeah, I know. So what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna duplicate this. We're gonna ignore that the background looks like that. We're gonna... First pass light. It's gonna be the second pass light. So here, what I'm aiming to do is to change the shading a bit, because we don't want the shadows to be as strong on the bottom end of our drawing. I'm gonna add a layer just to explain it a bit. Explain what I'm gonna do, if it even makes sense. I'm probably gonna just wait. So, we don't want these shadows to be just as prominent as the ones that are on top, because the light is coming like this way. So if our light is coming this way, this one should be a bit less strong than the ones here on top, or like on the face. So yeah, we're gonna be working on that for a second, and that means that it's just gonna be me erasing a bit of the layer. So now that I have it here, we're gonna grab a soft airbrush. Soft airbrush, and we're gonna start doing this. Gonna focus on working now? Yeah, no problem. We're gonna be here for a while. So, thank you so much for chatting for a bit. I hope you have a good day in the, well, in what's left of your job today. Let's see. So, I think I can begin just like hiding everything again. No, I really need them on so I can visualize how things are going on. So, soft airbrush, and we're gonna pass it pretty lightly. And now to see if there was actually a difference, we're gonna compare it with the first pass. Yeah, you can see barely a difference, but there's definitely a difference in the shadows. I think it's more visual, like you can visualize it more on the wing. But well, now that that's done, I'm probably gonna give it another little pass. Same here. Shall continue to lurk while working on things. Thank you for the stream. No problem. Thank you for being here and for chatting for a second. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm just gonna be here, yelling. Then I'm gonna do the same with the orange, but the other way around. So we want the strong light to be less on top. Like, it's still gonna be there, but it's gonna be a bit less affecting, well, affecting the areas on top a bit less than on the lower areas of the drawing. Something like that, I guess. Right. Now we're gonna do the same with the green. Especially in this area here. It's not convincing me that much. I think something like that is a bit better. And then we're gonna do the same with this bounce light that is blue. So oh, I see that I added some bounce light here and I didn't work with it a bit. So I'm gonna fix that pretty quick. Is that also from here? Yeah. We're gonna lower this one. Gonna lower it here a second. Here. Also here. Okay. And I think now that we have all of this, I think I'm gonna keep erasing the green a bit here. It's not convincing me, I don't like it that much. I just want like a tinge of green. I don't want it to look like actually like lit by a green light. I think that works a bit better. So now if I compare them, I'm gonna move the background just like under the first pass. So this is our second pass compared to the first one, which the lights are a bit weaker in some areas. But I think that the green was the most affected one. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with the second pass. So I'm gonna move it upward again. And now we're gonna fix some issues here and there. I think I'm done. I'm good with the shadows. I'm probably just gonna fix them a bit on the face. Because they could be a bit lighter on some areas. Especially like here near the cheeks. Or the forehead. To give Red a bit more of volume on his face. Probably on the neck. I think that's better. And now that that's done, I can actually like merge it down. Just in case, what I'm gonna do is change it back to normal, and I'm gonna pick the base color of it, which is this blue tone, and I'm just gonna make a new layer, a new palette. Where's my new palette? A little palette tape. I'm just gonna keep it there. And now I'm gonna change this back to shading. Redo erase stroke. Okay. Once that's done, I'm gonna merge it down. We're gonna do the same with the highlight, so we're gonna go back to normal, and we're gonna pick that color. It's this orange. Change it back to highlight. Still in max. Okay, 42%. Okay, so I'm gonna merge it down. I'm gonna create a new one, and we're gonna set the same thing. So it was it highlight? Hold on. Undo merge down. It's hard light 42. Okay, hard light 42. Hard light 42. So what I wanted to do here is to make this wing a bit more transparent. Because they're supposed to be like kind of bat wings. So we want them to have a bit of, you know how you look when light passes through ears or things like that. They have this little bit of shine to them. So we're gonna do that in some of these areas. I just have to be careful that it doesn't grab like his horn. So I'm gonna quickly put down a mask. And we're gonna try to avoid this horn. No horns allowed. Something like this. I'm gonna just select it, invert. Now we can happily work on this side. So we're gonna make it have a bit more of light in it. I think I should also check my values just in case. So we're gonna make this brush a bit smaller. We're gonna do this. I think it's making darker that area, so I'd rather not put it there. But it works here. So yeah, we got that. Now I'm gonna remove the color mask. Something like that. Now with a brush, I think I can change some things. Like here, we should have a bit of orange, probably. Wait, is this even in... didn't change the thing to hard light. No wonder why it looked weird. Okay. Hard light. Gonna be... We're probably gonna put it up at 54. So now I actually have to change stuff. Let's see again. I want it to be a bit lighter in this area. And this area. Let's see. And now with the pencil brush, I can give a bit of volume to this horn and this rings. Especially giving them like a little bounce light between them. What else? Yeah, I think like this little bounce line between them is good. I think it'll look good. And we should probably have a little bit of that in these areas here, because even if the light is not hitting directly, it's still like a metal object, so it's still gonna be shiny. And it looks kind of opaque right now, and we don't want that. So we're changing that. I think we can play a bit with the hair. Possibility, guys. Alright, I was changing a bit of the color right here. So we had it in normal and not on the style or layer style we were using. Okay. I think I should just start painting some areas. Just trying to check if I'm missing anything else. We're gonna add a bit of orange here too. I think we're missing some orange here in this area. Oh wait, what? We're gonna have an ad soon? Oh no. Anyway, this is just your little warning. Sorry for that. I might take that break once we get into it to go grab more water. Because I started stream and I didn't notice that I didn't have any water. So we gotta fix that. Alright. I think I got most of this drawing covered. Probably gonna add a bit more of a tinge of orange onto these boots. Because they're supposed to be leather. Leather really reflects like color lights and stuff. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna add a bit of a bouncing light here. And probably around this area. And probably here, say a bit. Tiny bit of here. Just notice I forgot to smudge here. Yeah, I don't really want to add a lot of things onto it. I think this will have to suffice. Probably on the hand, we'll have to have a bit of orangey. Well, so far it's looking like that. I think it's looking good. Let's see. So I'm gonna merge this down. Now the green, I'm gonna also save the color so we go back to normal style. And the most opacity we have is here. it back, change it back. There we go. Gonna merge it down, and I'm gonna create a new layer. Wait, what was it? Forgot to check. It's linear light 56. Okay. Linear light 56. We're gonna put that already. Linear light. And we're gonna make it just a bit harsher. And I'm gonna use it like in certain areas that I also wanted to. I also needed this. But I'm gonna be working on this layer after the ad break. I mean, it's about to begin in like 30 seconds. So take this chance, this 3 minutes, this next 3 minutes to stretch, go grab a snack, maybe grab water like me. Walk a bit. Stretch those legs. Oh god. It's been only almost an hour and I'm already sleepy. So yeah. I'll see you all after the ad break. I'm gonna go grab water and stretch. So see you soon. Okay. Outbreak is about to end soon, apparently. Says that it has ended, so welcome back if you had ads. If not, well, sorry for the wait. I also went to do some little things. I'm back with a drink, and the drink is water. Because I never have fun drinks on stream. I only have water to actually hydrate. So yeah, I was gonna add a bit more of green to our drawing. I don't even know if this is working. Oh! Okay. It is. It's very subtle. So what I wanted to do was something like this, I think. But I need to be careful with the horn again, so we're gonna do selection tool and leave it out. Horrible way to do this, I do not recommend. I merged down the layer. And I think I should have painted some of it before I actually did, like, do this, but, I guess it's too late now. I messed up, and I'm not gonna change that, I guess. So, too bad. Yeah, so we're gonna start... I think I wanted to add a bit more of green to this area. And here. Is this actually doing something value-wise? Yeah, it's making this wing a bit lighter, as you can see. Like, if I do it, like, entirely, of course, it's gonna have a big change, but we don't want that. I want it to be a little bit subtle. And... maybe it's too much. Is it too much? Is it ever too much? Something like that, I think works a bit better. I'm afraid that this horn is gonna get lost forever. So I'm gonna try to do this. Hopefully that'll make it pop out a bit more. I mean, it kinda does. We want this also to pop out. And this area. And yeah, like you can see a little bit of contrast in there. Now the problem is this horn. Hopefully it doesn't look that bad. No, I think it's fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're so fine. Gonna do the same here. And probably not in that here. Probably gonna do that here. Yeah, I like that contrast better than how it was before. So, continue adding some contrast here and there for the horns. And these things that Red has on his horns. I think that the green invaded a bit on this side, yeah. So, gonna remove that from this area. We don't want that. We want this horn to also be pure with red. So, I think there we did it. Okay, so going back to it, pencil. And I'm just gonna select like the edges of this. Probably gonna do this. His broken horn. It's also giving it like a bit more of a glow in this area, which is something that I want. And I think it doesn't look that bad, so... I think it really helps with the look of the steel here, or well, gold in this case. Is this at certain percentage? Yes, 65. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like at 100, and I was like, oh no, we're gonna regret that. No regrets. There's no regrets in the chat. I could probably add like a tinge of green in this area for his hair. Just don't want it to be that much. Probably something like this. Maybe I should do the lasso. Lasso is our friend. Always remember to use lasso. Okay, we have lasso it, so let's try that again. Probably gonna hit from this side. It's too much. Is this it? Like, I don't think there's a big difference. But I think it does something. It really does something to drawing. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. And we're gonna do the same with this little tiny area of the hair. We could probably go full green with that. Yeah. Contrast wise, I think it's better. Let's compare again, first pass and second pass. Yeah. Yeah, you can see like there's more contrast between the background and him than it was before. Which is something that we want. We want him to pop out a bit from the background. We don't want the background and him to share the same values. So I have to do the same thing here in this area of the hair and ear. So I'm gonna do that soon-ish. Okay. But first, I think I'm gonna do that with his ear here. And before moving on, I have to also color those earrings a bit better. Did I select it? Didn't do anything. Hello, selection tool? Oh, there it is. Oh, right. So, in this case, I probably just wanna go a bit with a tiny brush here. And then with a stronger brush, we can do earrings. Maybe the edge of the ear. Oops. Forgot that I had it being tiny. Something like that. And now we're gonna do the same, but with his hair here. And here we go. Something like this. Okay. I think this can actually be kind of green. I think it would be fun to merge it with a bit with the background. Not a bit, but I mean at the end it's gonna be kinda gone. Not gone, but how's it called? Blurred, so I think it's better to just have something like this on this side. They're just like very small details that probably nobody will notice. So I shouldn't be like zooming in that much. Hey Jams! Oh, hello! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? What were you drawing? Thank you so much for the raid. A very quiet one. Couldn't talk on mic because my jaw is recovering from surgery. Oh my god. I hope you have a speedy recovery. That sounds that sounds painful. Um but yeah. I'm glad you streamed though. How was it? Was finishing some art of one of my D&D characters? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. If you wanna share, you can like post link in chats and stuff. I'd love to see it. Also, if you have to raid and run, don't worry. I know that streaming is hard. It takes a while, and I know that it's kind of late there, so... Also, you need to rest that jaw. Not allowed to post it publicly yet, but I'll share it in the Discord when it's done. Amazing! Wonderful! Can't wait to see. I'm also working on an illustration for the project of Shards of the Artisan. I'm actually doing the red card. And I'm almost done, I guess, with this one. I still gotta do another card, and you know, time's running out, and I don't like that. The art is gorgeous, by the way. Thank you so much. I've been streaming this like for 5 days. It's taken me a bit, but it's almost done. So my goal is to finish it this stream and probably start the line art of the next card. So I'm excited for that. But it's also for soda. Amazing. Oh wait, is it the character that you have that has like, is it, I think, I don't know if it's a tiefling but has like a unicorn horn, I think. I knew that you had, I think you added him this year on Art Fight. And it was on my hit list, but I had so many people to tag. And I was choosing people by a random name picker, and sadly I never got to it. But next year. Next year. It wasn't I wasn't drawing him today. But he's going on a card. Yeah. I knew that he was going on a card because I think I saw his name on the how's it called, the Excel. And I was like, I can't wait. Wonderful. Can't wait to see that piece. It's gonna be fun. Well, right now I'm just like finishing little details on red about the lighting, and hopefully it will be done. And I'm like, okay, goodbye, goodbye forever to this run. Yeah, right now I'm just adding little greens and trying to make sense with my values here and there. Probably had to make this side brighter too. So hopefully this will make it pop out against the other tones. Yeah. I'm gonna do the same here and here. Probably need it to be less textury. Well, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be very small. Nobody's gonna notice that. So here we go. And I was gonna add a bit of green onto those folds. Should I though? Should I? Probably I should. So I'm gonna add. Well, that's too much green. I'm gonna add a bit of green here. Here. Probably around these areas. Just a tiny little bit. Probably add a bit more on the knee. Like that. Like that. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, I don't know. Don't know about that. They're just very subtle changes. I don't think they're that visible, so... Alright, let's see. More contrast and values. I think I could make this better a bit, and green will help us here, maybe. Let's see if that actually worked. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. Also, like, half of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying. I ever thought rarely do illustrations. That when I have to, I'm like, I'm lost. Can't help. Yeah, I don't want to really abuse the green because it should be just like subtle, and it's like on the upper half of the drawing mostly. So on the other side, we're just gonna leave a couple tinges of green, not really that many. Probably I could add more green on this area of the back. Because this one is kind of facing the back. And I think it could do something fun for us. Especially given that the contrast is not that different from that of the background. So we're gonna do that too. Need a bigger brush. I don't know how this will look actually. I think it works. Maybe. Oh, no, never mind. That's too much. Let's see. It's because it has a bit of green, so maybe if I just do like one pass. Maybe like that. I think that's a bit better. There? Yeah. I also need some little contrast over here. Yeah, because all of this is almost like the same tone. But I don't think green will do, so no green for us. So we're gonna merge this down. We're gonna grab the color of this blue here. Where's the normal? Normal tone. This is blue. And we're gonna... I didn't save the green! Oh no, wait. Do I still have the green? Yeah, here we go. That's not the green. Didn't save the green? There it is. It should be this one. Okay. Now we're gonna go back. Regret everything we've done. I think I forgot to some smudging here in this boot. Probably I have to erase a bit of smudging in some areas like here. Otherwise, I think it's fine. We don't need that much smudging. You can barely see. You can barely see this blue tone, so fine, whatever. Also, remember, we won't be able to see like the lower part of the drawing, so shouldn't focus too much on details. My brain still doesn't get that. Let's see. So we're gonna... Oh, I forgot what type of layer it was. Oh, soft light, 100%. Okay. So we're gonna be using the same soft light. Maybe I could go for a hard light, because I think I could use that blue to actually work this area a bit. Give it a bit more of a pop. A bit more of contrast, maybe. What if I just like draw some lines here and there? I mean, they don't do much because it's very soft light. But this is some kind of contrast, I guess. Is it doing anything though? It kinda is. Oh, that's merged down. Whoopsie. Maybe in the shaded I can do something? Just hope the colors don't look weird. I think that works. Alright. Oh, I think the shirt, this part of the shirt could also be helped by a bit of contrast thingy here. Some blue. I think I need to select it because otherwise it's gonna be just a mess. Something like this works. Thank you. Just a tiny 10-inch of blue over there. I think blue could actually help us a lot with the leather. But I don't even know if it's doing anything here. Oh, I just noticed that I messed up one of the shadows here. Well, I'll fix it later. Going just like this. Probably it will also help if we have it on the edge of the boot. To also make it, yeah, because we need this to change. The values are very close to one another, so I have to do that little change there too. And also here on the pants. Oops, I made a new layer instead of continuing to work on the one that we already have. And again, I shouldn't focus a lot on the details. Because guess what? Everything's gonna be blurred here. But here we are. Maybe I could do this a print later on. Who knows? I think that's why I want to take care of things, right? I want to make things make sense. That's the reason. Who's gonna buy a print of my OCs? Who knows? Probably no. But it's always a good thought to have. Only myself. You know, print for myself. Okay. Like that. I think the only place I'm missing is this area that I said that things were pretty close in color. So, was it here? Yeah, it was here. It was the hair. So let's do this. I'm gonna see if I can add like this tinge of blue on it, if it does anything. Not really. They're gonna get rid of the tinge of blue. I'm gonna just merge it down right now. And probably some orange. Which, because you know, light is hitting that area, kinda. So I think that could work. Maybe if we go for a hard light. And probably another tone of orange. Probably a bit more yellowish could work. Yeah. This. Now, how will this look? Oh, I added a new layer instead of putting this. This is harsh. That doesn't look great, honestly. Oh well, maybe if I change the opacity. No. Vivid light? No. Linear light? Is this doing anything? Maybe I should just paint it, you know, instead of trying to find the... I mean, if we look at it from far away, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that, so right down. I'm just trying to figure out... Oh yeah, right. The thing that I messed up here. I'm gonna fix this little shadow. It probably won't matter that much. Something like that. Something that nobody will see, only me. Other than that, I think we're pretty much done. I just need to make the steel look like actual steel. But again, it's gonna be covered. And so are these piercings, as far as I recall. So I think I'm just missing my final details. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate the background. I'm gonna duplicate our second pass. Gonna hide those. Background final and final adjustment. So we're gonna just merge everything down. What is here? What is this? Nothing. Okay. Here I'm gonna add the little Chinese on the eyes and shiny things. So you get one. Hold on. This is still very big. You get one. Eyes get one. These things get one. Or shouldn't be there. Probably should go just this. Been craving ice cream. It has nothing to do with stream, but I'm like, I want some ice cream. Just so warm here. No, that looks weird. Here? Probably shouldn't be adding to all of them. Maybe just a couple, like... Yeah, probably here. 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 Ones are also like thingies that he has. Here. Of course these ones. These are also steel. I don't know if that would be grabbing a lot of attention to, so probably gonna lower its shine. Or around there. I feel like I'm just muttering and muttering. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but the captions really just write whatever they want to hear. Sorry that I just keep talking under my breath. Planning is difficult. think I'm done with those little details. Okay, I can merge this down. I think what I wasn't happy about was that these two have almost the same tone, and the wing gets a bit lost in there. So I could either push one of the colors to another one. I'm gonna try to do that pretty quickly. So we're gonna darken this area. And I feel like with that we get somewhere else. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. And on the other hand, up there I could use probably like an orange. Reddish orange here, maybe? Or some... No, probably I need that lighter color. So I'm gonna go with a lighter tone of blue. Just to have a bit of contrast here. It's annoying me that it's like the same tone. So yeah, I think that's a bit better. Maybe. I think it is. I think this is working, so we're gonna merge this down. And now it's the fun part. Time to do weird stuff, adjustments. So I'm gonna flatten red. So my first move is gonna be the blurring. But I'm here like, how am I gonna approach this? Because I have to have background and the character separated. So what I'm thinking is that first I'm gonna do it on red and then I can do it on the background. So we're gonna select... Maybe I should do it first on the background and then on red. So I'm gonna select this. And we want the audience to focus on this area of the drawing. Kind of like this. Something like this. We are gonna invert it and feather a bit. Probably like 24. And I think I can use a Gaussian blur and just to get things a bit out of focus. Should probably redo that. I think I did a very big selection, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try again. This is like one of the parts of the process that takes me a bit long, because it's a lot of yes and no's, or try and then redo, because we didn't like that. So let's see again. Maybe a motion blur could actually work better, but I don't know about that. Let's try again with the Gaussian blur. We also don't want like a lot of blur, so it's like a bit of it to get the background a bit blurry, but not that much, so we can still read it. So it's probably around here, the 4%. Yeah, we still got like detail of other things. If I compare it with the other background, yeah, there's something going on in there, so. And then I need to do the same with red. But with red, with red because he's closer. I could actually select a bit more. And we do the same, not feather. Invert, feather. And gonna do the Gaussian blur. It's funny if it was something like this. We're gonna go at a 2 or 3%. 3% is already too much. I think 2 is fine. Like, there's not much of a blur, as you can see, unless you like actually zoom in. And then I always like to add chromatic aberration, which deforms the drawing a bit, but I love the effect it has. So let's see. Like, you can barely see it though, so that's good. Probably gonna move it up to his face. And we're gonna leave the chromatic aberration at 2. Maybe 3. You don't want it to deform a lot, so maybe 2. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 2. And I'm gonna do a weird experiment here where I'm gonna drop, I think this is gonna be the end of me, honestly. I'm gonna drop one color here. We're gonna Gaussian blur, make kind of a gradient. No, this is not gonna work with QIMK. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Yeah. I think this is gonna be the illustration itself. But I actually just add a little bit of something else. Let's see. What am I even trying to do? Right. We don't know if this will work, so don't judge me yet. We're doing something weird. Is it gonna do anything? No. Fight me, I guess. Yeah, no, overlay will look not that great on. Is it doing anything? It's just darkening my background. We don't want that. I mean, maybe I could save the background if I erase it here. Am I erasing? Left brush. No, let's just do normal eraser. I mean, it's not changing it by a lot. Is it doing anything? I think it's just messing up my values, so yeah, no, that goes to the trash. Okay, yeah, I think this is done. We're done with this one. It's gonna be just like this. And yeah, I'm probably gonna take a little break soon. Not yet. I think we're gonna have ads soon too, so I'm gonna take that time to probably stretch a bit, prepare myself mentally to start the next one, and get a little bathroom break. But well, let's see. I'm gonna change to the other one. Yeah, I think this one is done. Like, I feel like the more I look at it, I want to change more things, and then I will never be done with this. But I think here we're in a good place, right? So So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Wait, no, probably. We're just gonna make a final little adjustment to the background, because this one is also taking me off a bit. We're gonna make some areas darker, especially where red is closer to the wall. And hopefully that will also like help me make him pop out. Maybe I could even add a bit of like outer light on here. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I really feel like these values are really close to what we have in the background, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna just do this little dump experiment and see if it actually does anything for us. Make it a bit more subtle. I don't really want to have that on the hair. So yeah, maybe this works a bit better. I think this is better than whatever we had before. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Oops. Just have to finish making this area dark because it's also bothering me. So, oh no, I'm still on the ad. There we go. Making this a bit darker. And probably also this area here. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. I think this is a bit better. I think this is a bit better, and I continue like editing it. There you go. Something like that. I think that works. So yeah, illustration done. Yippee! Oh my god. It really took me a while, huh? 5 streams. Can you believe this? 5 streams. Anyway, let me put up a bit my BRB screen just in order to grab like the next one. Alright, here we are. So next up is Creed. And what we're gonna do with Creed is that we have to refine this sketch first, because this sketch is a mess. Did I have? Yeah, I have a smaller version of that. Also, their tail is super small, and that shouldn't be like that. So, yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is refine their sketch a bit. Although, I don't think I need to refine it. I think I could go with liner right now. If I flip it, is it okay? Kinda. I gotta fix that eye a bit. So I'm gonna do that immediate effect. Also that mouth. The mouth is a bit too far off to the edge. Well, to one side of the mouth. Of the mouth, of the half of the face. I don't know how to speak. We can put it right here, probably bend it a bit more. Maybe move their nose a bit. Something like this. Yeah, I think that's better. Better distributed. Whoa. Distributed. We're gonna grab everything, we're gonna flip it around again. So yeah, I need to figure out what things need fixing. And yeah, we're gonna have an ad break in like 3 minutes or so. So pretty soon I'm probably gonna take a 10-minute break and then we'll come back to work on this. Oh no, I'm moving it. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. So next up is gonna be sketch refinement and add more detail to the little parts, fix some stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then after that, line art probably, and then I'll probably end the stream. Who knows? Who knows how far we'll get on this? Hopefully more than I wanted to, but if not, it will suffice, I guess, and we can continue this some other day, maybe tomorrow, or during the weekend if I have time. I don't think I'll be able to stream this weekend though. I also feel weird streaming at this hour. I feel like nobody's here because I usually stream like earlier. But well, things happen. I had to take therapy today, so I didn't really have a lot of energy in the morning. And yeah, it was pretty tiring. It wasn't that bad. It was a relaxing session, honestly. It was pretty chill. But well, I'm gonna go on a little break, and you're gonna probably go to the ad break pretty soon. But I'll see you here back in 10 minutes. Go stretch, go grab more water, more snacks, something else that you need. And we'll be back pretty soon. So, yeah. Have a good 10-minute break. See you soon. Bye bye. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Hello. Let me remove the pinned message of the break of 10 minutes. I don't even know if they were 10 minutes or less. But well, we'll try. Pin this message. There we go. Alright, so Red's illustration is done. Now, we're gonna be working on Creed. On the crude. So, let's do this. New layer. I usually like to sketch with a red brush. So I actually have like the drawing different layers. One is just like the objects they're having on themselves. Then the best, their little outfit, which is some overalls and a shirt, and their hair. We don't want them to be bald, so we're gonna leave these two on right now. And I think at the end I'm gonna be adding like the vest and the belt. Or probably I could add the belt first and then the best. Yeah, I think that'll work best. You know, best. Um. Anyway, so let's start this. So I need to also fix their nose a bit. Probably gonna be using a medium-sized brush. Well, for those who don't know, Creed is my changeling artificer. Um, they are cursed, given that their skin is always magenta. They cannot like actually, like if they change from being a changeling to whatever other bloodline, for example, tiefling or I don't know, goblin or anything like that, they keep being magenta. They can't change that. It's a curse that they have due to their father. They don't know their father actually. I don't know who he is, but we don't talk about him in this stream. So, yeah. They are pretty much of a nerd. Very bookwormish. And they want to make friends. They love science. What else can I say about them? They're highly intelligent, but their social skills are real bad. This translates to they have intelligence 20, but wisdom is, I think it was 0 or -1. It was pretty bad. And I think that's most about them. I'm really bad talking about my OCs. Unless people have like specific questions and I'm like, I don't know what else to tell you about them. They got to level 15 in the campaign I was playing them in. They actually started as an NPC in another game that I run, and my players loved them. And they were like, oh, I really like Creed. Do they have a class? And I was like, no, they're just a commoner. But then for another game, I was like, I don't really have a brain to create a new character right now. And I had like a lot of lore of Creed because they are a bit related to some NPCs of my other game. And I was like, well, I mean, I already have this character developed in a way. Maybe I could use their backstory to do something with them as a character. And I was like, well, if they are in an alternate universe, of course they will be like an artificer because they love science, they love learning, they love experimenting. Traveling not that much. They rather stay at home with their mom because they live with their mom. Their mom works very hard to give them an education, and yeah, like she was saving to send Creed to college, to Artificer college or something. More like a magic school, but you know, magic school also has like Artificer or magic users, not only wizards. For a moment, I really want to make them a wizard, because I was like, they're highly intelligent. Why wouldn't they be a wizard? But I don't think they have that big connection with the with their arcana, with their cane, or whatever it's called. So I was like, they'll probably be making stuff. So yeah, I made them an artificer instead, which is also kind of a wizard, if we're honest. Even though they're half casters, right? yeah, they became an artificer in that other universe. And our campaign lasted about 2 years and a half, I think. Counting breaks and stuff, probably a bit over 3 years. And yeah, they got up to level 15, which was pretty fun. Their subclass was Maverick. I know it's not like in the official handbook or place or official rules. I think it's not a homebrew because it was published in one of the in a little, I think, side game or something. I'm not pretty sure, but Maverick was pretty fun to play. I wish it was official, like they could learn wizard spells, and that was pretty insane. And the way I flavored that they knew wizard spells was because they just found like another way to achieve the same thing or the same spells. I really miss playing them. It was fun to play as a very nerdy person and also very socially awkward, but trying to make friends, so I also got to play them a bit in another campaign I started running, but it immediately went on hiatus because of problems scheduling and stuff. But hopefully I can get back to that one. I really miss DMing. Um, but who knows? We'll see what happens. I also gave them like very long ears, kind of rabbit-like. And I think that's one of my favorite things of their design. They can actually like express a lot. I can speak a lot of emotions with them, with the ears, because they can move them. They're not just like floppy ears. They can actually like move them and stuff. think I'm gonna flip it just in case I have to fix stuff. Probably like the nose, I have to move it again. Another of their floppy ears right here. Big ears. I don't know why I got very sleepy. We have a little mold here. And this is an earring. Probably be pointing down rather than to the side. Okay, flip it over again. We love Creed in this house. They're one of my favorite characters that I've created. Now the hair. How the hell was their hair? I don't know if I should like draw their goggles first or just draw their hair and then on that draw the goggles. Probably gonna do the second one. So let's go with the hair. They have very curly hair. I think it's also like fun to keep the characters. I feel like most of my characters have like curly hair. Probably because I would like my hair to be that curly. Mine is pretty straight, sadly. So that's gonna be the forehead. Got the ears. And I probably have to change the opacity of this a bit. I'm probably not gonna be having like all of this being black, so it's probably just gonna be like this area near closer to the neck. Like that. I said I was gonna draw the hair and I'm here struggling already. I haven't even started with that. Because they usually have it like up in a half ponytail. But I feel this hand here is just driving me insane. So I think lowering the opacity kind of is helping me in a way. I also feel like this ear is pretty close to the face. We need more space in this area. So I'm gonna move it a bit. Hopefully this won't come back and bite me on the butt. So now we can do things like this. We can have this like that. Probably gonna have to move their head a bit forward. Like this. And now I can actually start working on their hair. They usually have like little braids on the sides of the head that go backward. And then all their hair up in the half ponytail. Well, half of their hair is up in the half ponytail here. Oh, I'm losing my pen. I don't know how my hand just gave up and didn't want to hold the pen. Okay, something like this. Then they have a bit of hair here on the sides. We're just trying to avoid any tangents, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. And then their hair is here on the back, being kind of wavy. I just noticed that most of the characters that I'm doing illustrations of are either red, blue, or purple. And Creed is not out of that spectrum. Like, Creed is magenta, so I think that's between red and purple. I really need more variety in my characters. And they have like a big little, well, big bun on the back. And they have like loose strands of hair here and there. Gonna add those two. Alright. I think we're done. Probably gonna change the size of their head to make it a bit smaller. Wait, not uniform. Where's my uniform? Nope, we don't want to rotate it. Uniform? Okay, I think that's a better size of their head. Or not. Something like this, maybe. Like that. Okay. And now I think I'm gonna start drawing their body. I think I'm gonna leave the... No, but I need the... how they're called? The goggles before I can actually like draw the hand and everything else. So we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna hide the hair. And I don't need to hide the overalls. But I'm gonna draw them on another layer. So let's do this. How the goggles work. We're just gonna go something like this. I think they're actually like here. If we follow the form of the head, probably it's gonna be something like this. Yeah, something around here. So we can start them here. We're gonna be grabbing onto the things here. So we're gonna have to edit this area of the hair. But we'll do that later. Now the first goggle. Like the lens is gonna be around. We're gonna construct it around that area. It has to be a bit bigger, somewhere around here. And the other one, we're gonna construct it around here, I think. Probably a bit longer and a bit wider. Like that, I guess. Alrighty. And now I'm gonna work on the base of the goggles. Which is gonna be something like this. And the connection between the two, it's gonna be here. Something like that. This is gonna have a bit of a volume. Tiny bit of volume. The goggle itself. I always felt like Greed had like magically enhanced goggles that could also actually help them like zoom in into stuff. I'm gonna try to portray kind of that thing here. I was grabbing my AC thing. Okay. Now the next part of the goggles. Right, something like that. And then I'm just gonna make them like a bit, tiny bit taller. Tiny bit makes them super big. I think I got lost a bit. I don't remember. Yeah, I said I was gonna make them like a bit taller here. I think I'm making them too complex. Wait, am I deleting everything over there? There we go. I can just leave them like that. I want to do something more with them, but I feel like my brain is not cooperating. You know, it happens. Oh yeah. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use another color just in order to not confuse myself. And I'm gonna hide the other layer. So I can only have like this probably. That's what I got so far. That I've been working on. Go with purple. I'm gonna make them a bit close. Trying to make this color. Just trying to make this here too. I'm gonna make, okay, so this is darker. And then we're gonna do something like this. I think it looks weird, so never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them normal style because why the hell not? I'm just complicating myself where I shouldn't. So I'm just gonna do this towards the center. And I can say that they have like some special sort of magic glass here. Like add a couple lines where they actually like expand or contract. I think this works better than the other thing I was doing. Now the thing is that I have to give the same amount of edges on this other side, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm able to do that. We'll try, I guess. Something like that. Now I'm gonna make this visible again. I'm gonna erase whatever the purple touches. At least, like, you know, around the areas where the purple is. And then I can just like this to the glasses, I guess. Well, to the goggles. Now I can go back to normal style drawing, I guess. Now I'm gonna duplicate this and just delete whatever they bridge. Because this will help me not to confuse my once I'm doing line art. Same with the goggles, we're gonna duplicate them. And erase this area. And we also have to erase this area here. Something like that. And we're going to bring back their body and their overalls. Now I can merge these two down and probably play it with the opacity as I begin working on their body. If I do remember, also Creed had like -1 strength. So they were kind of a weakling. Whenever I draw Creed, I'm like, I miss wearing overalls. I think they're pretty fun. I don't know why as a child I really liked overalls. Also on Blue Sky, I just got like a message like, "Hey, do you have a minute?" And I was like, "Not really." I didn't reply to it. I just like left it there, and I was like, "I'll check it later. It's probably a bot, spam or something." And then during the bathroom break, I checked the message, and the account was already gone, and I was like, "Oh, of course, it was a bot. I see." Okay, so here we go with the overalls. Guess we're gonna have another ad break, and I'm like, it hasn't even been an hour. Oh, it has. Oopsie. Well, soon, I guess. Hold on. Well, look at Creed. Creed is looking so happy to be here. Just like I am. Are they... Is there belt in like this area? Yeah. I'm here like, I miss playing Creed. They were pretty fun to play. I don't really know. I'm not really sure what they'll be doing with their legs, but they're just there. They're hanging out. Why not? Secret about Creed that nobody knows, only the ones that are gonna be here and probably listen to the VOD if they even do. They have a big dumpy. Oh my god. Wait. Oh no, my captions are gone forever. Is it because I'm in an ad? No. Is it? Who knows? Well, secret for anyone that's actually listening. I don't really think that the nerd has a big, good butt. Big dumpy. Yeah, I think we're on ads right now because my captions are not working, so I guess that's it. That's the way to find out that we're actually in an ad. Either that or, you know, Twitch is broken. My OBS is broken. And well. Overall, almost done. Captions not working. I'm sorry. Let's hope we're not in an ad and this thing is actually not working and just doing whatever it wants. But it's bound to happen, right? We wouldn't like that, but it's bound to happen. So, what's next? So far we got this. I think they could have something in the little pouch thingy that orals have here. What is it gonna be? I don't know yet. They will definitely have something there. Can you erase, please? There you go. Thank you. Are we back? Is anything happening? Yeah. Captions are working again, so... Welcome back from the ads if you were in ads. If not... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna start anytime. At any given moment. There we are. It says we're in an ad right now. Which... I think it's a lie. It is a lie, right? Who knows? He's gonna continue drawing Creed. Not growing, drawing. Drawing. Thank you. Okay. I forgot to plan the thing about being on an ad. Well, stuck in the ad forever, I guess. What? Not ad. Oh my god, ad. Can you spell ad? Ad. Ad? No. Okay, captions are fighting me. Ads don't exist. There it is! Oh my god. Well. Still fighting captions, I guess. Now their tail. I feel like we won't see like most of their tail, so it's gonna probably have it like sticking up here. I think I haven't drawn Creed's fluffy tail in a while. But this is gonna be something. They have a very long tail. And I know, I like to give changelings tails. I think that's pretty fun. Welcome back from the ads. If you had any. Because I think the ads were a lie. But I don't really know. Okay, tail done. Where is it coming from? Who knows? Here. From back here, but it goes down and up and twisting around and I don't know, it's just there. Could probably make it fit to the side. Now that I think about it. But it doesn't matter. That area down there is not gonna be visible. As far as I know. So next up is either of the arms. I'm probably gonna go with the one that's like carrying the wrench. I think that's easier, maybe. I think I can actually like merge these two down. Unless there's something that bothers me. No, I think everything's fine here, so yeah, merge. Oh, they look so cute and quirky. Yeah, thank you. They're actually pretty cute. They are very quirky. They are my changeling artificer nerd. They're very nerdy. Now we're gonna try to draw that hand. Hands are a pain. They're wearing like big gloves. But we know that their arm is gonna go here, then the elbow is around this area. And then I think this is looking weird. Hold on. This arm is facing forward. So the arm connects around this area. So elbow is gonna be there. But because of the perspective, we can't really see the other side of the arm. What is perspective? What is anatomy? Who knows? I mean, it won't really matter because the um glove is gonna be covering that area, so I'd rather just get to drawing the hand. Those hands, damn, love them. It's 2 a.m. and the heat makes my brain not tired. Help. Oh no. Heat at 3 a.m. Well, 2 a.m. sounds awful. I'm sorry that it's so warm over there. I hope you get at least some rest. Because not being able to sleep because of warm weather is just like one of the worst things that can happen to anyone. I was tossing and tumbling for an hour and decided, okay, let's just do things. Yeah. So fair. Also, whenever I'm not able to sleep, I'm also like, well, I'll better get things done rather than just laying down here, doing nothing. Because either way, I won't be able to sleep because it's so warm. And I'm making some silly, not very high quality art. That's good. What are you drawing? Like your OCs? Okay, let's... Now that I have like the base of the hand, I think I could go back with my normal drawing and try to draw the glove around it. Or maybe I should draw the branch first. But for that, I'm gonna need some help. So drawing guide, edit drawing guide, symmetry. We're gonna set it here at the center. Center of the ear. Then something like that. Yeah, I drew a cheeky little chibi headshot of someone's character because they're cute. Oh, nice! That's cute. Oh. Okay. I don't need to look at a reference of a wrench because I don't know what I'm doing. And everyone loves free art, exactly. Who doesn't? Wrench. I'm pretty sure there's like two-sided wrenches, right? Yeah, I'm gonna give them one of those. Are they even called, if they're like two-sided thingies, wrenches? Or are they something else? think the symmetry tool isn't really helping me, huh? I think I made it too long. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody's gonna see this. The ending of that. I think those exist. Yeah, yeah. I've seen them before, but I don't know if they're also called wrenches or if they're called something else. Oh, well, there it is. So back to the original drawing. Gonna add the glove. We're gonna add a bit of weight here and there. I feel they have like these big gloves that allow them to do like handle warm things and heavy also like heavy things. I don't know how to describe them, but you know those gloves that aren't leather, but they're like pretty thick. I think they're wearing something like that. I feel like they can barely like bend their fingers actually. Like gardening gloves, kinda thing. But they're not for gardening, they're for science. Yeah. Okay, something like this, I guess. I think it would be fun if it had like little edge thingy here. Then this part is just like on its own. We got a little line here. Follows along the form of the glove. Something like that. Of course, here's gonna be part of their arm. Here too. Something like that. And I'm just gonna hide this. I think, like, sadly, part of the shirt is not visible here, so can't really do much about the areas. But well, I'm still missing the other arm, but it's been already almost like 3.5 hours, so I'm probably gonna stop streaming. But let's go and raid in someone, because raiding is fun and it also helps you connect with more people. So I know we're not a lot of people here, so but one of my friends is streaming, well, not my friend, one of my mutuals is streaming a they're making a fundathon because they're unemployed and they are making challenges and stuff for people that donate, and I think it'll be pretty fun to go and raid them. So yeah, we're not many, but we vibing. Hell yeah, it was a pretty calm stream this time. But I really had fun, and we finished a drawing, so that's good. So let's go raid Omega Magus. And yeah, you know the gist. We're gonna say the Tiefling Kingdom is here to party. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a 15-minute commission stream, and I'm probably gonna be working on other commissions. So yeah, see you all pretty soon. Take care.